Nobody has come back. We're like a heartbeat for this area. And in a sense where people that are living in FEMA trailers or men that are working that don't have wives, then they need somewhere to eat and they need some good food.
I see incredible determination among people who are figuring out ways to make it work in a portion of town where maybe 5 to 10% of the population is back.
You know, we see here how much quicker the local businesses are to come back, how reluctant any of the absentee-owned businesses are to reinvest in the community until it's back up on its feet and profitable. So it certainly, I think, is an instructive lesson to communities about becoming overly dependent on chains, to have a very strong base of locally rooted businesses that are living in the community and therefore are not going to pack up their bags when things go a little bit sour.
Now, we can't touch this house. This is properly boarded. There isn't anything we can do. They're within the legal limit, but it's unsightly.
We have a dead Starbucks. Yeah. Right smack dab in really the busiest, coolest commercial thoroughfare in the South. And I don't know why Starbucks didn't want to come back. There's great local roast coffee across the street, and they came back within weeks of the store. Starbucks, what are we going on, 3 years?
People would come in and just say, you know, it's chaos out there, but when we step foot in here, we get coffee, we get pastries, we sit down, we read the paper. It was really the only thing that people had to cling to, you know, just to come and have a cup of coffee. It seems so simple until you don't have it.
I am the only educational supply store in the city of New Orleans. We had 4 feet of incoming water, the roof peeled back like a sardine can. People would call and say, okay, my child has a project, and Chrissy, we need some help.
In the post-storm scenario, it's interesting because small businesses have really been here, and they came back right after the storm. Citizens who knew how the city worked and knew how to get things going, they got us up and got us operating. The big retailers are coming in, and essentially they're going to kill these small retailers. And so if the city subsidizes a Wal-Mart or subsidizes a Home Depot, they're really subsidizing the process of killing all the small businesses that have really helped to prop the city up and sustain it this far through the recovery.
We have gotten no help from the government, certainly none from the city government, except raising our property taxes. I don't see where it's fair that they get all kind of tax incentives and property tax incentives. I could foresee giving it up. I mean, I could probably make more money renting my building than I'm taking out now.
So the pressure from the ordinary citizens to bring more Wal-Marts, bring more Lowe's, bring more Home Depots, and you say, well, that's going to put these, you know, little guys out of business. And they say, well, right now I got to think about building my house. I can't think about that guy's business.
How do we preserve, nurture, strengthen the businesses born and raised here who come back first when we need them? How do we ensure that those corporate citizens are good to us and don't capsize the local economy?